Pretty sure my daughter and the rest of the crew from Dreams with Wings was over there at the circus today, and it was a good day to be at the circus as outside was still a little bit on the chilly side. It was cold, cold, cold this morning, but we made up for it a little bit anyway this afternoon. And how about the beautiful skies overhead? Gorgeous sunset in progress as we speak. 37 and 19 the extremes on this Thursday. No rain, no snow, nothing like that with all the sun-filled skies overhead this afternoon. Right now, we're starting to tail off a little bit. 33 to 35 is the range. The feel-like temperature, that's not too bad. 31 degrees with a gentle southwest wind at 5 miles per hour. Here's the weather in motion the past 12 hours. You can see very benign conditions, at least in our region and points off to the south with that mix of clouds and sun. A little bit of snow trying to form up there in Iowa and Illinois. And by the way, that could become quite the snowstorm for places like Chicago over to near Detroit as well as Cleveland the next 24 to 48 hours. Around here, it's high pressure that's in control. Keep in mind, that's a little bubble of Arctic high pressure. That's why it was still on the chilly side this afternoon. And for tonight, although not as cold as last night, still a bite in the air as we will drop into the upper 20s to near 30 early tomorrow morning, expecting an even 30 in the metro area. Okay, good news. Still expecting the big warm-up on your Friday. Here's what's going to be happening. Storm system will be up there in northeastern Illinois in the morning, and just north of the low, quite the little stripe of snow coming down. Some of that's going to be locally heavy for places like Chicago, Detroit, to possibly Cleveland, especially by Saturday morning. But that low pressure system, what it's going to do is start pulling a lot of warm air northward into the Ohio Valley. So definitely we're going to be on the warm air side of this thing, and with a mix of high clouds, a little bit of filtered sunshine. It's not going to be the world's brightest day tomorrow. Nonetheless, as the breezes kick up from the southwest, it turns milder through the afternoon. Nice break from the cold as we will climb into the low and middle 50s in southern portions of Indiana, anywhere from 55 to as much as 60 from near the Ohio River in Louisville and points off to the south. So get out and enjoy tomorrow evening if you can do so. A rain chance will return for the weekend. Here's Saturday. Here's how it's going to play out. Certainly cloudy skies pretty much all weekend long and temperatures turning cooler again. And there will be just occasional light rain and drizzle chances for our region. Right now, to me, it looks like the greatest threat for rain on Saturday is going to be along and south of the parkways. But having said that, even north through Louisville into southern portions of Indiana, a few light showers cannot be ruled out, a little bit of drizzle on occasion, but certainly not an all-day washout. But I think we're going to need the jackets again and the umbrellas, at least on occasion. All right, here's the forecast now. As we move into the evening, not bad, quiet, chilly. We'll be dropping through the lower 30s, down to 33 at 10 o'clock tonight. We're going to wake up to that in the morning. Middle of the day, as the breezes kick up from the south, it starts to warm up. We're 48 for your lunch hour. We're going to go to 59 on your Friday afternoon. And then the rain chances return